Hey Pisces, Dark Dove Tarot here. Hope you're doing fantastic. This is your June 2021 love read. So again, this is for Pisces, for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for June 2021 in love. Good thing I pre-shuffled these, right? Because that was a terrible shuffle. Again, this is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for June 2021. It's a general love read, so keep that in mind. If you want a private read, the information is below in the description. Any likes, subscribes, comments are greatly appreciated. If you want a private read, like I said, info is below. I'm also doing extended reads, so if this resonates with you, feel free to click the link and get the extended link as well. Let's see what is going on for Pisces. Always check your other signs. Some months, those may resonate with you more than others or add a little bit of clarity to your story. Give you a little more advice as to what's going on. Also, if you'd hit the bell icon and subscribe, that means a ton to the channel. But also, I've had a lot of complaints that people are not getting notified. Comments are disappearing off of my videos and whatnot. YouTube is looking into it big time. But they're saying for now, the best thing to do is hit the notifications on, or sorry, notifications off, then on, and make sure you choose all notifications. So for those of you who have stuck by me, been through this ride with me, I appreciate it more than you know. So thank you for everything. All right, let's see what's going on for Pisces for June for love. Let's pull your oracle card and get this started. What's going on for Pisces for June? You have a lot going on here, Pisces. Not gonna lie, some exciting stuff. Okay, you have flower spirit. So flower spirit. So like I said, you have a lot of exciting things going on here. I can tell from the cards. There's in and out and all around and all about. So flower spirit talks about, you know, in going with the flow and also believing in yourself, you know, strength. It talks about soul and a tenderness, but also a friendship. So I find this very interesting. Either you're meeting somebody new or somebody from the past is coming in. There's something here. It's almost like because it's a soul card, it reminds me of, like, you know, soulmate or twin flame. And so this could be somebody from the past or somebody new coming in, but definitely love showing up in lots of different places. So it may be the past and present, or, you know, something abundant is coming your way, or you're figuring out this game of love here, Pisces. Okay, because coming into the month, you have the Sun card, and the Sun card is beautiful. This is solutions. This is gray skies are lifted. Either you're raring to go, you're ready to meet new people, or you found some sort of a solution to love, to a past love, or, you know, there's something here. It's almost like you figured it out, like a light bulb moment. Either a past person that you're kind of going, oh my gosh, this is what went wrong, or now I realize what, you know, we should have done, or, you know, I can see that we were clearly, you know, meant for each other and meant to be together. But at the same time, some of you are in a different realm where you're saying, I can see clearly now, you know, what happened in the past and how to move forward and not make those mistakes, or not allow that toxicity to exist. So again, the Sun card is a beautiful card, Pisces, to start your month with, because again, this talks about solutions. It talks about, you know, bright skies, clearing up. It talks about, you know, a joy factor and some sort of peace and good energy and good vibes, and just being surrounded by light and warmth, and especially in the heart. So, you know, don't stray away from the truth. So if you miss somebody, you love somebody, you know, now's the time to act. If you're not interested in anybody from the past and you want to meet somebody, now's the time to act. Now's the time to put the energy into it. Next to it, you have the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is how you're feeling coming into the month. The Nine talks about wearing many masks, but being very capable and you know, having a lot of endurance and stamina to get what you want and to go where you're going. And when I say wearing a lot of masks, the Nine of Wands talks about being capable of handling anything that comes your way, being a good person, being good in relationships, being a good partner. It's very strange. It's like I said, this light bulb moment they're talking about is you figuring out what it takes or what it looks like. What does a successful relationship look like to you? And that's what you're figuring out, Pisces. That's what you're looking at. That's what you're interested in. What rocks my world? And how can I find it? Or how can I get it again? Or how can I, if you had it and you lost it, how do I make it, or how, not make it, but how do I, how can we go forward and have that again? If you, are interested in meeting somebody new and, rocking their world and they're rocking your world. I don't know why rocking your world or their world keeps coming into play, but it does. So whoever this person is that you're either interested in, you're ready to move forward. You're ready for that momentum. You're ready to feel those feelings, to feel the love, to feel the emotional connection, the physical connection. There's like almost a sexual tension here. Maybe it's been a long time. Maybe you're like, man, it's been a long time. I am ready to like get back on the saddle and have some fun. But whatever it is here, Pisces, it's like an opening, like you've opened your heart and you've realized something has changed. Something has shifted. There's a dynamic here that you realize, and some of it's self-involved where it's like, okay, I can't expect to get very far if this is how I treat somebody, or if this is how I react in a situation, or vice versa. I can't expect to get very far if I allow this type of situation to continue in my life. My cat is entering this conversation. He's very interested in what we're talking about, and so he's trying to tell you something. I'm not sure what, but he's trying to talk. So again, there's something uplifting coming in here, Pisces, whether it's past or present. We'll get into that more, but there's something very, very positive here. Now you have the two materials, the past, so the distant past, but this feels a little bit more like it could be closer to the present. A lot of times this is 10, 15 years ago, but the Two of Pentacles feels like something maybe in the past year or so, maybe, going through the pandemic or the different things that people have had to go through, just put things in perspective, because the Two of Pentacles talks about balance, priorities change. So maybe you've made big changes. Maybe there's something financially going on, a different job. Maybe you moved. There's something here that says you balance things out, or you made changes. You focused on things that you've neglected for a long time, and not love-wise. This is like getting your ducks in a row in order to bring love in or have love again, and having other things fit into place. Now, I'm not saying, is everything in life perfect and you know exactly where you're going and you know exactly what you want and there'll never be any problems or we all know life doesn't come easy necessarily, but this is you saying, I've laid the groundwork, the foundation. Now I'd like to see where we go from there. What can we build from here? Then you have the Hierophant here. So this is the past few months. This tells me some of you may have even gone to counseling, or you're talking to people. Maybe you've, gone back to your spirituality. And so you're dealing with, talking to God again, or the universe, or praying more, or, whatever it is for you, meditating. The Hierophant is Taurus's card. So you could be dealing with a Taurus or have Taurus placements in your chart. But the Hierophant talks about that journey. It talks about embracing some sort of learning and, practicing a consistent practice of self-love, of treating other people the way you want to be treated, kind of a lesson learned, and then moving forward. It's like they say, you can develop a habit. If you stick with something for 6 weeks, it becomes a habit, or 6 months. I don't remember the exact timing, so don't quote me on that. But, they often say if you continue to do something repetitively, you can make it a habit. And it feels like, Pisces, for a lot of you, you're making good choices a habit, or you're making being kinder to people a habit. Again, not saying that you weren't kind, because there's going to be people who are like, I'm always nice, or whatever. We can all better ourselves. We would be naive to think that we can't. And so Pisces, you're taking that very seriously in what goes around comes around, or what I put out into the universe is the juju I get back, right? Now you have the Eight of Swords here in your distant future. The Eight of Swords is some sort of entrapment. It feels trapped, but this is self-imprisonment. This is leaving yourself in a situation, or keeping yourself in a situation that you don't need to be in. So this is saying, this is, you finding a solution to a situation that you feel like there is no solution for. I don't know what you are doing, child. This cat over here is like going nutso. It just moving in circles. There's nothing there. You know, cats like to do. But like I said, this is some sort of solution. So if you're trying to mend a past relationship, or you're thinking about going back towards the past, something is keeping you from doing it. You're thinking about you're overthinking things, because they're telling me it's more simple than you think, or it's not as complicated as you think. If somebody comes back to you and you're unsure and you're just kind of like, I don't know that I can trust this person, or I don't know that I want to do this again. If you don't want to, then don't. Whatever it is here, it's a self-entrapment again. There's always an option. There's always a solution. There's some point here in the future where you're going to be feeling like you don't have a choice. You don't have an option. Maybe somebody ghosted you, or maybe you feel like somebody's not going to talk to you. Or maybe you feel like, you know, I'll never find anybody, or I don't want to get back online and date. So what other options do I have? But there's something here that says, you know, you will figure it out. There are solutions here. There's a light at the end of the tunnel here, Pisces. Okay. Now you have the Empress card coming in here, which means this is somebody that you may be meeting, or this is somebody from your past that I really want to decipher past or present, because I feel like it goes back and forth. I feel like there's somebody that you feel like you owe an apology to, or somebody who owes you an apology, but at the same time, you don't want to get in the nitty gritty. Like, you don't want to start off with that type of energy. You want it to be more like we're starting off brand new, like, you know, friends, like nothing ever happened. And then for some of you, it's, you know, a whole new energy. But the thing with the Empress right here is this is what's going to be going on through June. And the Empress card is very nurturing card, very loving card, very maternal, paternal. So you could have kids, or you could be dealing with somebody who has kids or whatnot, or grandkids. But this is talking about, you know, there's luck is on your side, okay? And you're going to be led to a path of love, whether it's past or present. This is leading you towards that energy you've been waiting for. This is leading you towards moving forward with compassion, and having compassion for somebody, and feeling an unbelievable amount of love for somebody, and abundance around you. And for whatever reason, they're saying, you know, don't take it for granted this time. So whether this is somebody from the past or somebody new for the future, it's not that you took it for granted necessarily, but either you took it for granted, or, you know, they took it for granted. Whichever way it happens to go, this is saying, you know, don't, like, embrace what's coming towards you, or embrace what, if you have a new opportunity, or you have second chance, embrace it. Now, you have a Lover's card coming out, which is Gemini's card. So you could be dealing with a Gemini, or Gemini placements in your chart. But we all know what the Lover's card is. It's love. It's lust. It's all of the above. It's also an ultimatum. A lot of people don't realize that with the Lover's card. They just see that and go, oh, it's love. But in June, there may be an ultimatum coming towards you. So you may have to choose between different people, past or present. Or you may be making a choice. Do I want to move towards the past, knowing that they may want nothing to do with me, or do you want to move towards somebody from the future? I find it interesting. Yes, there's two people representing lovers, but I do feel as though it's kind of a past and present type situation for some of you. And again, there's an ultimatum, and it may be somebody is giving you an ultimatum and saying, hey, Pisces, you know, I really care about you. I really want to be with you. But, you know, I'm not going to wait around for you to decide what you want to do. Or somebody's kind of pushing you a little bit, and you want to make sure that it is what they say it's going to be, because you have the Five of Swords here, Five of Voices, which is internally how you're going to feel throughout the month. And this talks about a defeat, a dishonor, feeling as though somebody's telling you something that isn't there, or somebody's telling you what they think you want to hear. And you're like, I'm not going down that road again. So this really is feeling like a past connection is still a possibility, but you want it to manifest here with the Magician as something new. So it's similar to the Page of Cups energy, where it's looking at things with childlike innocence, but here with the Magician, it's almost like you want to make something come to fruition. Again, I'm getting this very strong pull towards a past person, but the Magician talks about manifest, like, you can do this, you can have what you want. It's about having the tools, but learning how to use them. So how do you show somebody that you've changed? Or how does somebody show you, Pisces, I've changed, I'm different, I want to get to know you again. There's some sort of you know, again, like a developing of a friendship here. And nothing has to move very fast. The Queen of Emotions, the Queen of Cups is here as well, which is very generous energy, very loving energy. You have a very emotional ties with somebody here in particular, Pisces. But the Queen of Cups is saying, look, nothing has to move immediately. You don't have to act hastily. This person doesn't have to act hastily. It's very interesting. It's almost as if divine timing might be working, coming to some sort of, you know, conclusion here, or putting you in a prospect of, you know, possibly re-engaging with the past, but at the same time, no, you know, I was going to say meeting somebody new. And yes, there is a possibility that some of you will meet somebody new, but you're being cautious here. You're feeling cautious because whether it's somebody new or old, you don't want to feel defeated. You don't want this dishonor of, you know, they said that this is what they wanted and then it wasn't. And it does feel more like this past energy coming in, that now that you've, you know, laid the groundwork again, you've kind of gotten your ducks in a row, and you know where you're at, and you're in a good place, and you're feeling very balanced. You're ready to let love back in. But again, you're not acting too quickly. You're not, you know, going to run off and get engaged all of a sudden, but you are, you're like ready. You're opening the door. You're cracking it. You may be just, you know, cracking it a little bit. Let's decipher more whether this is new or old energy. See if we can't figure that out a little more in the extended read. Now, you have access clear thinking. So this is very important, and I think that's what you've been working on. This is talking about, you know, again, accessing clear thinking, looking at it with solutions, with the sun, seeing things clearly without mucked up, you know, gray skies, or without anything getting in the way, or without anything, you know, clouding your decisions or figuring things out. That's why I think you've been working so hard at, you set the foundation, you set the groundwork, and then where can we grow from here? And this is, you know, you having spent a lot of time, for some of you, they're almost saying too much time, trying to figure things out. And now you're ready to make some sort of move, whether it's new or old, we'll see. But there's something very powerful coming here for you, Pisces. It just, you can see clearly now, you know, the solutions are right in front of you. The solution is yours for the taking, for the making, for, you know, the magical magician, the manifesting. You can have what you want. It's just, how do you go about getting it? And that's where you're having, that's where you're feeling a little trapped. Okay, Pisces, I'll see you later.